I'm going to start by presenting the award to Senator Crighton and have the distinct honor of being able to do that. Senator Crighton is receiving the award today for his commitment to helping everyone in Massachusetts have a safe, healthy, and affordable place to call home. Last session, he served as the Senate Chair of the Joint Committee on Housing. In those 2 short years, because in the legislature 2 years is not a long time, Senator Crighton was able to achieve really incredible accomplishments. He passed the most significant, helped pass the most significant zoning reforms we've had in a generation, which we'll talk about. He was at the forefront of pushing for the protections for both renters and homeowners as COVID hit, and helping to shape and pass the state's eviction and foreclosure moratorium. And he oversaw really historic increases to affordable housing programs like MRVP and public housing in the state budget, again, over just the past 2 short years. In terms of being able to work with Senator Crighton, it really has been a pleasure being able to partner with him as the Senate Chair of the Housing Committee. When we were going through the zoning reform and the zoning reform debates in the legislature, when housing choice, which was legislation that passed, was up for debate, it really wasn't, as we came down to the end of the session and with COVID and everything happening, it was not guaranteed that we got these bills passed. I mean, I know I was sitting every day wondering, are they going to take it up? Is it going to happen? Are we going to be able to do it? And having legislators and leaders like Senator Crighton provide the assurance that, yeah, we are going to get this done. And not only get things like housing choice done, which is a wonderful achievement in itself, and making it easier for communities to pass good, smart growth zoning, but we are able to go beyond that. And why were we able to go beyond that? Because of people like Senator Crighton. There was a point in the debate process on this legislation around zoning reforms. It was part of the economic development bill. We had gotten through the House debate, and housing choice was included in the economic development bill. So, I was thinking like, oh, thank goodness it's there. Let's just get that through and call that a victory, and then gear up for the next session where we can take on even bigger things like having communities that are served by the MBTA be required to zone for multifamily housing. We can do that later, but you know what? We've got housing choice, so we've got that. As part of that debate process, talking with Senator Crighton, he said, and this is, I mean, literally with him in his office conversations, you know what? I think we can do more. And again, from my personal perspective, I remember thinking, oh boy, I mean, what does he mean we can do more? Can we really do more? Is that going to are we going to sabotage the chances of getting anything done? But Senator Crighton, again, was there saying, no, we can. I think we could do more. Trust me. Let's see what happens. Getting then to the Senate budget, the Senate debate on the economic development bill. Senator Crighton offered an amendment. It was actually amendment number 1, and it included really the most dramatic zoning reforms that we've been pushing for at CHAPA for the past few years. But again, something that I really thought was aspirational, that, let's work on this, but I don't know if it's going to get done. That was amendment number 1. And I was expecting, watching on the Senate feed, because we weren't able to be there in person, like, oh gosh, this amendment's going to come up. There's going to be a crazy debate. I don't know whether it's going to happen. But again, Senator Crighton was there saying, you know what, we can do this. Sure enough, that amendment came up, first thing to happen with the economic development bill, and it passed. And it passed not only, as a squeaker of whether or not, there was any doubt that it would pass. It got through with the Senate with, I would say, unanimous support from the Senate, that it went through without too much controversy, which is a credit to his dedication as Senate Chair of the Housing Committee, and his dedication to these issues, and the incredible work that he does working with his colleagues in the Senate to support these issues and make them want to make sure these policies get through. And because of that, we have housing choice. Because of that, we have zoning requirements for MBTA communities that will help zone for and create tens of thousands of new homes over the next few years. And we have abutter appeals reforms, which will let more housing developments move forward. Through all of that, Senator Crichton served as that voice in the Senate for housing. And without him, I don't think that these things would have happened. So with that, and because of that, we are so proud to be able to present Senator Crichton with our Housing Hero Award. So Senator Crichton, I'll welcome you to make any remarks. And again, sorry we cannot present to this in person, but we'll be sure to get you a physical award once we're all back in the State House.
Thank you so much, Eric, for the kind words, and it really made my day. That was very, very kind of you, and to Abby and to Rachel, who we worked so closely with over the past 2 years. Thank you, and thank you for this opportunity. Eric, you make me seem so confident in your remarks, but I think I was just as nervous as you were. It's definitely approaching Amendment 1. I expected that to be a challenge, but it's a testament, I think, to the work that CHAPA has done over many years, and my predecessors, previous housing chairs, Boncory, Eldridge, for really laying that groundwork over the years. This certainly wasn't something that happened in one session, and I know that's going to continue under the leadership of Rep. Asiero and Senator Keenan, who I can't say enough about. Two very brilliant legislators. They're able to move forward their agendas to help their constituencies, but also the state and anything that they tackle. And you're in great hands, and I look forward to working with them moving forward. Definitely, humbled. I've known CHAPA for a long time now as a former staffer, starting 15 years ago, and to be here getting this award today, it really puts a smile on my face. To be honest, my staff's watching and probably thinking he doesn't smile that often, but it's an honor. And I think, as legislators, we get the limelight and the accolades all too often, but this all the results that you went through earlier, Eric, are because of CHAPA, their member organizations, their members on the ground level, and by legislative staffers as well. I should give a shout out to John and Anish, who are probably on here, who take up my housing policy in the state, and they work hand in hand with the Senate President's office, with Senate Ways and Means throughout this process. I should just say too, when COVID hit, President Spilka, pretty quickly and decisively created a structure for senators to communicate effectively, and created a working group system where I was fortunate as housing chair to be the point person. And you would have thought I was the most popular person in the Senate after that happened, because my phone was just ringing nonstop. And I think the issue, regardless of where your district is, regardless of your political leanings, the issue of housing was crucial. During COVID, but obviously before and now hopefully soon after, it's on the top of legislators' minds, and everyone reached out so regularly. And without that system that the Senate President put in place, I don't think we would have moved forward on eviction in foreclosure moratoriums, or the major investments in RAFT, MRV, AVHVP, public housing, all those major investments. And every time our phone rang, which was a lot, I'm pretty sure your phone rang from my office on the other end. We definitely had you on speed dial on all of these issues, and you said you pretty confident would have got done without my office. I'm very confident we would not have got these done without CHAPA's help. And a lot of folks have already highlighted all the accomplishments in this past session of on housing policy. I would say on the production end of things, got much further than I think we expected to, but we commonly heard early on as housing chair, you get one shot at this, right? You're not going to take housing up again for another 10 years. I don't buy into that, and I don't think any of us can afford to buy into that. We will still have a housing crisis in Massachusetts. With all these policies in place, it's going to take a while to build that up. And there are many other policies, many that were highlighted as your priorities today that need to happen. And this needs to be something that every legislator makes a priority every session on. So I'm committed to that. I'm honored to join a fellow housing hero here today, Rep. Vargas. Well, congratulations, Representative, and thank you for all of your hard work on this. Rep. Vargas and Rep. Honan in sponsoring the bill that was discussed earlier, the housing production bill, and along with championing all of your policies moving forward. We can't have this be a once every 10-year thing. This needs to be an every year thing. And again, I could ramble on and on and on, but we have a lot of work to do. So I will just say thank you again to Rachel, to Eric, Abby, to all of the members of CHAPA that are here today. And I look forward to continuing this fight. Thank you.